recently, and this is my leisure experience project on golf. I learned how to play golf at the Monarch Bay Golf Club in San Leandro. In a historical perspective, my activity has been predominantly for the opposite gender because it is a sport. Regarding to history, sports in general have been male-dominated, as stated by Mariah Burton in the Milwaukee Journal, where men are in charge and women are irrelevant. Sports and men go together like peanut butter and jelly. If you are a male, then you should be involved in sports. That is how our society portrays it. In the past, golf was primarily for the lives of wealthy men. As time progressed, wives or daughters of the wealthy men were allowed to be part of the club. Women actually adapted quite well to the game of golf, according to Summer Owens from the University of Texas. This is a picture of me in the starting stance. Today, women participate in golf more on a regular basis, even though it is still male-dominated. It's weird to think that even though there still appears to be as many female golfers or athletes as there are males, however, the sport still seems to be male-dominated regardless. This is a picture of me hitting the ball. There have been historical changes in participation because women in sports have grown tremendously. Nowadays, you can meet just as many female athletes as there are male athletes. In the Golf Journal, an article written by John Newport states from interviewing 15,000 golfers, men and women basically value the game equally, besides the fact that men value the competition part a little more. Here is a picture of me in mid-swing. This activity fits into traditional ideals of leisure for the opposite gender because golf is a sport. Sports are an icon for men, and our society portrays it as what men do. An article I found called "The Question of Equality" by MHEI states a statistic of how men dominates the golf world by having 90% males to the belittled 10% of women golfers. It's just the way the sports world is. Men like to dominate sports as a way to show their masculine side. On the left, you have my instructor demonstrating the correct form of the golf swing. On the right, you have me demonstrating the bad form of the golf swing. My experience with the cross-gendered activity relates to class materials covered because doing something outside of a female's norm represents feminism. In the movie we were required to watch for this class, Mona Lisa Smiles, it portrays many different examples of different types of feminism and how women act to represent themselves and their gender. In an article I read, a female golfer had wanted to play in a tournament with her father but was rejected. She had wanted to play against men because she wanted to get better but was still denied. That just shows how women are still denied in the sports world with men. Here is a picture of me putting. I have never participated in this activity before because it was never of interest to me to ever go out on the green and play some golf. The only interest I've ever had of golf is going to the driving range to smack the balls as far and high as I could, which this project really allowed me and gave me a reason to do so. Golf was really just not something I wanted to spend my time on because any free time I had, I always spent it practicing for basketball or hanging out with my friends. Golf challenged me because it was something that you have to have a lot of patience for, especially when you are learning like I was. It was a lot of mental and it is physically tiring because you are in the sun for a long time and you use a lot of arms and shoulders. When I was participating in this activity, I was feeling really stupid because I did not know what I was doing and everything I did felt wrong. My swing felt weird, my feet placement felt wrong, and my body motion felt off. Everything just felt so off. Here's a picture of one of the holes by the water. The insights gained from my gender on leisure is that we can do any leisure activity that men do. It really doesn't matter how much of a male-dominated sport or activity it is. want to do it, then we can and should. The insights into leisure gained by the opposite gender is that they shouldn't be so arrogant and have so much pride in the activities they do and feel offended when they see the opposite sex doing it. Activities can be done by both genders, not just one. Men and women have different advantages and disadvantages in their body when it comes to golf. They learn differently, play differently, and their form is different because of the way their bodies are built. Men have a physically more dominant part of the body when driving the ball. Women, on the other hand, have to rely more on their technique to drive the ball just as far because of the size difference in their body stature. Here is another picture of another hole on a golf course. I would participate in this activity again because it was fun despite my struggles. I think it will just take some practice for me to get better. Playing golf can really help my patience because I'm not a very patient person. It can also help me mentally because golf requires a lot of focus, and even if I mess up, I have to learn to let it go and just move on to the next one, or else it will distract me on the next turn and alter my shot. This can help carry over to when I play basketball and just allow me to focus in the present and not what just happened. I want to be part of the statistic that only a quarter of 40% of beginning women golfers continue golfing. I want to defy the odds and continue learning a very difficult sport.
Need to put one on there.
I was finally able to hit the ball nicely down the middle.
Nice.
Oopsies. Hit the ground on that one.
It's alright.
Oh.
No. There you go.
This is my teacher, Mario. Mario is an assistant coach for our golf team. I think he really did a good job teaching me and being patient with me. Thanks, Mario. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening and watching.